Hello student, today we are discussing about the chapter number 3 in Civics Government. What is government? A government is a group of people responsible for managing the people and actions affairs of a country or a state. And in India, the government act on a behalf of the citizen of the country to ensure the welfare of the citizen. Now the function of the government. A government perform a variety of functions in a country or a state. Some these are as follows: to provide the various facilities or services such as healthcare, education, employment, postal system, banking and transport to fulfill the requirement of the people. And the next is to manage the fairly distribute the resources of the country among the people and to provide the relief material to the victims of the natural disaster. To enforces the law and maintain the order in the country. Law enforces maintain the country and to safeguard the borders of the country from the foreign attacks and to maintain the cordial relations of the country with the other nations, to promote the exchange of the goods and services and the ideas. The laws of the government. A government has the power to make the law for the people resulting in the country. These law allow to rule efficiently. A government also has a power to enforce the law. It takes action against those found the breaking the rules. And for example, Indian have a law against the drinking and the driving. According to this law, anyone who is caught drinking and driving can be fined or punished. The police helps the government to make sure that everyone follow the law. Without such law, the government decision making power of no use. The law and the people. The people can be also take the certain actions if they have feel they have a particular law is not being followed. For example, if they have a feel they are being discriminated against a person or group or organizations, and they can be take the matter in the courts, and the courts will be decided if the claim is justified or take suitable for the action. Now the levels of the government. A government can be of three types: local level, state level and a national level. And involving towns and localities, involving villages, towns and localities, decision which concern only the people residing in a particular area is taken as a local level. And the state level, involving an entire state, decision which concern only the people residing in a particular state are taken as a state level. And the third one is national level. The national level involving the entire country, decision which concern the entire country and are taken as the national level. And the next one is forms of government. The forms of government, a government can be of different types such as the democracy, dictatorship, monarchy. In a democracy, the people of the power of a country hold the real power to run the government, and however they do not participate directly in the process. Instead of, they elect their representative to form the government, and these representation make the laws on behalf of the people, and the representation are answerable to the people for their decision and actions. And due to the representation nature of this government, it is called the representative democracy. Now the next one is dictatorship. This is a system of the government which are formed. One man who is normally from the military takes over the government by the use of the forces, and hence then with his friends and supporters they start to govern the region in this way he wants. And normally the such government are to form the people and harm anyone who does not obey their orders, and they are the generally harsh, and they go the other person snatches the power of the governance from them. And the next one is monarchy. Monarchy is a king or a queen. Monarch hold the power to make the decision and enforce them, and the monarchy can be a concert of a group of the people discussing the matter. However, the final decision making power in this way that the monarch also the monarch does not have the stand accountable to the people for their decision actions. Now the next topic is constitutional and types of government. A constitutional is a set of fundamental rules that govern a country. and it lays down the types of the government of a country or a state will have. For example, Indian Constitution describe India as a parliamentary democracy with a federal system of government, and a constitution also has outlined the power of the government. No government can be functions outside the provisions of the constitution. Or constitution can be a written or unwritten, rigid or flexible. In a written constitution, the fundamental rules of the government, the power of the organ, and the right of the people, etc., are in the form of the written document, and it is easy to arm. And as usually, federal government have a written constitution. For example, India have a written constitution. An unwritten constitution does not have any document and containing the rules of the government. It comprises the rules of the government, and it comprises the unwritten customs and conventions and passed by the parliament or judicial decisions. Unitary government may be a written or unwritten constitution. For example, Britain has an unwritten constitution, while the France has a written constitution. And the rigid or flexible constitution. A rigid constitutions is one who can which cannot be changed easily. Usually a federal government have a rigid constitution. For example, USA. A flexible constitution is the one which can be changed easily. Unitary government can have be read and flexible constitution. For example, constitution of a Britain is a flexible, while that the France is a rigid.